Yes, I know. I've heard it all before. Model trains is expensive. It's an expensive hobby, but the truth is, it, with the right information and following the right instruction from the right people, you're not going to make all those silly mistakes. You're not going to waste money. The problem is with beginners is they may get a train set for Christmas or for their birthday, and it's in HO scale, for example, and so they think they're compelled to continue growing that HO scale train set. And the truth is, really, if you're going to do that, it's going to become an unwieldy mess. Model train beginners have to. There's many factors to consider, and the whole reason to continue with this hobby is because it's an adventure. It's not something you're going to start and you're going to have finished in a week, and that's going to be the project over, and you're going to move on to the next project. Model trains is not like that at all. It's an adventure. It's something you plan. You look at what your budget is. You look at the space that you have available. You look at how good's your eyesight. I mean, can you see the stuff? If you're working off a tiny scale, it's going to become more frustrating than anything. So there's factors to consider, and once you've made a decision, then you continue with the adventure. It's starting, it's building certain sections, it's moving on to the next section, it's having fun building that bridge, it's having fun creating those mountains and those landscape and painting them, and creating the realism so it looks real. I can, in 27 years of model trains, I can tell you there's been many a time where I've completely built something up and completely scrapped it. I need to rebuild it because I've learned of a different way of doing things, and that's what it's all about. It's about creating your own world, your own little environment. I can tell you now, the best thing you can do is invest in a bit of information. Now, over the years of my model railroading, there's I bought book after book after book, and the trouble is a lot of the stuff talks about one method, and then the next one talks about a different method, and you're always toing and froing. Now, there's what I've done is because I get asked this question so many times, is I've basically looked at all the stuff on the internet that's available, and my opinion is, if somebody said to me, listen, it's gonna invest $27 and you'll end up saving $500, in fact you'll probably end up saving $1,000, it would be an absolute no-brainer to invest the $27, and I think anybody would be of the same opinion. So basically what's happened is there's two ebooks. Now, what is an ebook? An ebook is a downloadable book, basically. It's something you pay for online. You normally use a third-party processor, which is usually ClickBank, which is a very secure way of paying, and you pay with a credit card or PayPal. You get a link and you download the ebook immediately to your computer. Any computer can read these ebooks, and basically generally what I do is I'll print them out. I'll put them on a disk or on a flash drive, and I'll take them into the local Kinko's or whoever can print out. Most ebooks are 100. I know Robert Anderson's ebook is about 200 plus pages, but you don't need to print the whole thing. What I normally do is I look at it and print chapter by chapter as I need it. And probably the best part about it is because it's an ebook, the people that create them update them from time to time, and I know the lifetime of that book you will get these upgrades, and you know, you don't get that if you go and buy a book off the shelf. You've got to go and, you know, if they bring out a revision, or they come up with a new way of doing something, they write a new book and you go and you spend another however much it costs to do that. So that's the big advantage of an ebook. It's just a great way. I mean, it could be 2 o'clock in the morning, you decide you want to buy this thing, and you download it, and away you go. You're reading it, and you're sort of planning your model railroad and getting into it, and usually with these books, and this is another big advantage, is that there's links in there. So it's a document you read on your computer screen, and it may refer to a forum or another video or a series of videos, and it's a matter of clicking on the link inside that ebook. Off you go to that website, and there's your information. So I've had a look at them. I mean, these guys, there's 2 ebooks I recommend, and the first one is this one here, which is Model Trains for Beginners. Now, this ebook is for beginners. It's for the person that has decided they want to get into model trains, don't know where to start, have no experience with model trains, had a look at the you know, they might have gone down to a model train show, or seen a friend's model railroad, or seen one in the hobby shop, decided they want to get started with model trains, and it's the basics. It tells them where to start, what they should consider, what mistakes to avoid, and takes them through in a step-by-step fashion of exactly what to do. Now, you know, this ebook is going to cost you $27 now. What you can see here, this is the sales page, and there's a whole heap of bonuses that come with this ebook, and these are the bonuses here. There's a couple of well, there's 3 free reports, but the best one is actually this secret bonus here. And to actually check this, they change this from time to time, and when you get down to the bottom and you click on the add, the other ebook is Robert's ebook here at Model Train Help. This ebook is just absolutely amazing, but it's not for the beginner. The information is for a beginner would be very overwhelming, but for an intermediate or an advanced model railroader, this is very, very good stuff. It's a very comprehensive ebook. It's 200 plus pages full of drawings and illustrations, photos, and just hugely informative. Again, you would need to buy 10 plus books from Amazon or any of your local bookshop to get the same information. I mean, what the guys are doing with these ebooks is they are skilled. They've been in model trains for a long time, so they put their information into the books, and they obviously subscribe to all the magazines that are out there. They're just very passionate, so they'll have all the books, and they've read them and digested them, and they put it into how they believe is the best way to build their model railroads and what to consider. And what you're doing is you're getting a version that is across many books, many magazines, and many years of experience.